Guys, my name is Fan, and today we're doing another weapon overview analysis for the hammer, light bowgun, and sword and shield. Those are the three we got going today. And yeah, just thinking about it here, we've already covered 10 weapons now. After this video, it's gonna be 10. So we only have 4 more weapons left, guys. We're closing in on the end of these videos. As you all know, they're uploading one every day, and they're basically going right up to Gamescom with it. Gamescom is on, what is it, the 20th? 21st, I think. So, we have 4 more left to see after this. So, it's going to take us basically right up to Gamescom. We're going to have like a day or two in between where there's no videos, or who knows, maybe they will upload some more like basic videos going over more general stuff. But, who knows? We'll have to see. Without further ado, let's jump right into it. We got the hammer coming up first here. And guys, look at this armor set and the weapon. Holy moly. So this is another new weapon and armor set by the looks of it, and it looks dope, dude. It looks like we've got this like plague doctor kind of thing going with the male version. And also with the weapon itself, it's got like the beak on it. So maybe this is coming from a bird type of monster. I don't know. But look at that. It's got like a pulsating brain, like a beating heart inside of it, you can see, which is really cool. It's kind of gross, but it's really, really cool looking. So, they're knocking it out of the park with all these weapon and armor designs, guys. So here, this is another blunt weapon. It really specializes in stunning damage. And here, I think we just see some basic stuff. Just some basic combos with some dodges thrown in. The little uppercut golf swing type thing. That's all stuff we've seen before. And of course, you can run while using it. That's some new stuff right there. While she was charging up the hammer, usually you can run with it in all the other games. But here we also see her shoot her little hook shot out and kind of do a dash with it, which is really cool. And then you see charging your attacks to make them more powerful. It's almost like the greatsword, guys, where you literally just charge your attacks. The more you charge them, the more damage it does. It's as simple as that. And here we see a beautiful knockout. Look at that. Stun on the monster right there. That was awesome. And yeah, we got the multi-hit combo there. That's also been in the games before. That looks like it might have been changed up a little bit. The finisher move, we'll rewind that one more time. At the end of this little like 5-hit combo, you get this finisher move. And it looks like they might have slightly changed it from World. It's like a 3-hit. It hits the monster 3 times here. I don't know if it always did that. I think they might have changed it up a little bit there. Here we see a focus mode attack. Like spinning around and then doing a final like big slam. That looks awesome. That looks super cool. And then look at that, guys. Holy moly. That's like the one shot that we saw in the first trailer and in the Greatsword overview, where they do the uppercut with the Greatsword and send the Doshiguma flying. It's just like that. Look at the impact on that. It looks so cool. And at the beginning of this clip, we see she's using the hook shot again here. This is a good like freeze frame of it to engage on the monster. And then they don't show anything else. Like, what the hell was that? And then here we got this swinging stuff. That looks so cool, dude. That looks so freaking cool. So I played the hammer a little bit before. I've never really been crazy like into it. I use it a lot in arena quests, but other than that, not really. This move looks like, I don't know, that might also be changed slightly. I feel like they had a move similar to that before with the hammer, where you like swing it around multiple times. Maybe not though. Maybe not. It doesn't look that familiar to me. But anyways, guys, that's the hammer. Again, this is one of those weapons where they're not making any huge changes, it looks like. Obviously we've had weapons like Hunting Horn getting whole new mechanics with the echo bubbles, and we've had a lot of weapons like Heavy Bowgun having their main mechanics changed with like the meter filling up as you get more hits. But here it just seems like, you know, basic hammer that everybody knows and loves. The moveset's getting refined a little bit. They're making some changes to it, and they're adding the new focus moves. So I feel like there's not that much to analyze there really, except let's go rewind real quick and look at that armor again, because that looks so cool. But yeah, it's looking great. It's looking like a great, fun weapon, and that's all I gotta say about it. So let's go to the light bowgun here. And here we see this like cowboy armor almost. It looks really cool. And on the dude, it like loses the hat and it gets like this little crown thing, which is interesting. But yeah, real quick, let's rewind again. All of these base weapons, guys, like these starter weapons, all of their designs have been so good so far. The mix of the iron and the leather with like the blue stripes on all of them. Just look at the detail, the scratches, everything, man. It looks so good. Super, super cool. And even like the detail of like the scorching on the barrel of the gun. Really, really good attention to detail. So yeah, obviously this is the other version of the bow gun. You can fire 5 different ammo types. And guys, this is the big difference between heavy bowgun and light bowgun is the maneuverability and the speed of your shots coming out. When we saw heavy bowgun was getting access to rapid shots, a lot of people, myself included, were interested like, oh, how are they going to differentiate light bowgun? Because that was kind of one of light bowgun's main differences, was the fact that it had access to rapid, and heavy bowgun did not. It looks like they just made it even faster and even more mobile than before. So obviously it's always been faster and more mobile, but it looks like they just doubled down on that and really made it feel different to play than the heavy bowgun based off that, the movement and the speed of the shots. Like, look at that. If you go back and watch the heavy bowgun trailer, it does not get the shots out that quickly at all, even though it's using rapid as well. And obviously the dodging. Look at the sidestep into a slide. Like, that's way quicker. And then here's the rapid fire. Use a similar bar mechanic to the heavy bowgun. You can see there it's getting depleted and it's underneath the reticle now. We'll rewind that one more time. Just look at it real quick. And you can also see the ammo is underneath the reticle as well. I'm really loving, like I said this in the heavy bowgun video. I love the UIs for the ammo and the bar appearing under the reticle. I think it looks super clean and super minimal. But you can see all these dodges and attacks at the same time. You can't do stuff like that on heavy bowgun. And just like heavy bowgun, they're having this meter refill over time and when you successfully land hits. So it's the exact same type of thing. So they're still going to feel similar to each other, but really the big difference is the speed. And yeah, obviously there's a lot of different ammo types. Here we see them placing the landmine down. And then it does like, this looks weird, because right, they put down the landmine, it blows up once, but it's still on the ground, and then it blows up again. I always thought that they were singular use before. In like World, I thought that it was just you put down one and it blows up. So that might be something new. You know, multi-use landmines. Look, there's a third one even. And then here's some focus mode stuff. Just a little big shot and like a backwards dash. That looks really similar to the heavy bowguns, honestly. Let's play that one more time. But again, it just looks like you'll have less recovery frames and it'll just be overall quicker. But it's a very similar focus move to what we saw with the heavy bowgun, where you do that shot and you kind of dodge backwards from the recoil. And then here, this looks like another mounted finisher. We've been seeing a lot of these like zoomed in shots on top of the monster in recent weapon trailer overviews. Like I've been saying the whole time, these look like they're going to be the mounted finishers of the game. Looks super cool. Play it one more time here. Yeah, just unloading a bunch of shots and then the final one there. And yeah, the big takeaway here I think is the speed of it. Like I've been saying this whole time. And the dashing while attacking. That's what's going to really separate it from the heavy bowgun. It looks like they've completely doubled down on the mobility of the weapon and the speed that you can get shots out. But obviously they're going to be less powerful shots, right? You're firing more, but they're not as much damage per hit, which is the trade-off. But it's looking really great. Personally, I'm probably going to try heavy bowgun instead. I like the meteor feeling and the more like tanky, slow play style. just because it really sells the impact of all the hits. But this still looks great. It looks like they knocked it out of the park, and it got the same treatment as Heavy Bowgun with the meter, where you can now fill the meter by successfully landing shots, which is super nice. Like I said in a Heavy Bowgun video, makes it just such a more active weapon. Instead of just waiting around for your meter to come back, um, you can actually hit the monster and speed up the process, which is really cool. Anyways, guys, last but not least, we are going to go into the Sword and Shield. And look at that. The Rathalos gear being shown off. Oh, it looks so good. So yeah, the Sword and Shield is a very maneuverable weapon. As you can see here, it's just doing a basic string. It has a lot of dodges incorporated into its moveset. That's pretty standard stuff. And the shield not only can be used to guard, but it also does blunt damage by slamming it into the monster. So you see here, they actually proc a stun because they're hitting the monster in the head with the shield. Again, all standard stuff. And then there's that little slide. Let's rewind that one real quick. They slide in to like re-engage the monster. That's a really cool move. And I think the Sword and Shield had that before. Yeah, I know it's had some slide-based attacks. So, again, just basic stuff being shown here. And there's it guarding. And then, yeah, another like passive kind of ability of the Sword and Shield is that you can use items. It's the only weapon that lets you use items while the weapon is drawn. So it's a very popular pick for support builds. You know, they'll run stuff like wide range, so they can just keep chugging potions during the hunt and heal their teammates with that. And then here's some of the focus moves. They stab it into the monster and climb onto it, dude. That is one of the coolest focus moves I think we've seen so far. We're rewinding that for sure. There's like some Shadow of the Colossus type stuff going on, dude. Like, literally, just run up to the monster, stab your sword into them, and then climb onto them and do a crazy attack. Like, that's so cool. With the shield and this... Actually, it looks like it's just the shield. I thought they were using the sword coming on the way back down. Looks like they uppercut with the shield and then bash it back down. That's so cool. Some more attacks there. There's a little parry. And then that's another new move, I believe, at the end of the trailer there. So yeah, obviously the parry, or the counter. Sword and Shields have those before. But then look at that. That animation looks so cool. She like takes her blade and like does that little flourish with it. And then she uppercuts, puts it down. That's a new move and it looks really cool. But overall, guys, Sword and Shield is looking a lot like the hammer in this case. They really haven't changed much. There might be some slight like moves that have been changed mid-string. Maybe there's some slightly different variations on the combos, but really all that's, you know, new is the focus move and then this attack at the end here, which I don't know if this is going to also be a focus move. It's looking like no, because they don't have the reticle active during this attack. But it does also look like, I don't know, it looks like very flashy, like a focus move would. So that might be one. We'll have to see. But overall, looks great. Looks like it's gonna be a really fun weapon. I've never played Sword and Shield really. I don't think I've ever played it at all, which is surprising because it's kind of like a lot of people just like describe it as like the starter weapon of Monster Hunter. Really, I don't know how true that is though. Like, obviously it's the one they start you with equipped in all the games, but when you really look at it, it is a pretty complex weapon. Like, I think I tried to play it in arena mode once, and I was just confused. Like, I actually had no clue what the optimal combos were. But maybe I'll give it another try. It looks really cool, so. And this Rathalos weapon looks dope as ever. So, but yeah, guys, that's gonna do it for this video. That was the not hunting horn, dude. What? It's the hammer, the light bow gun, and the Sword and Shield. And like I said, they're all looking great. I'm so excited for this game. I cannot wait for Gamescom where we're going to be getting that first demo. And I'm really hoping they put out a Steam demo or like also like a console demo soon. You know, because with Rise, they might have did this with World as well, but I was not around during that. I got World after it had launched and everything like that. But for Rise, We got like the demo on the Switch as soon as it dropped, and it was a lot of fun to play through that because it let you test out every weapon. You could use a copy of every weapon with like a pre-made gear set for it. So I'm really hoping they do something similar for Wilds, just like hunt a Doshiguma with your friends and like with whatever weapon you want. Just 'cause not everyone's gonna be able to make it to Gamescom. I'm certainly not gonna be able to. My school is gonna be starting up before that, so it would be really nice if they could release a public demo like they did with Rise and let everybody enjoy the demo. Anyways, guys, my name is Snoop Fan. This has been a Monster Hunter Wilds weapon analysis video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.